He had a great outing last week against this team, another one tonight. What do you think of this stretch that he's been able to put together?
Really good from the standpoint we had him out there in the bullpen for a long time, not really doing a whole lot, not pitching very often, and then it seemed like it took him a couple outings to kind of get sharp again, but he's been really good since.
Couple of double plays, couple of really nice catches in the outfield. You like the defensive effort you saw from your team?
Yeah, we got him when we needed him. It looked like Vance was starting to get a little trouble. We get the ground ball early for the double play, and then they were making another little run there. It felt like in each play, makes a nice play out there, and we got some key hits. I thought Deet's home run early was good for us. It got us back even. And obviously Giancarlo puts us up by 3, but then we kind of keep tacking. Derek gets that big hit off. I thought Oliver, that was a good at bat. And D obviously drove in a run there. So we kept pecking away and were able to get enough outs.
Derek's had a pretty good groove lately, especially at the plate. I mean, just what he's been doing.
Yeah, really good. And it seems like he's kind of found something that he's sticking with. It's one of the things we've tried to get him to do is stay with something. This is the best I've seen him probably in 2 years here, where he's actually staying with something over 5, 6, 7 days, and then you can start to see it. He's letting his swing come out, and he's got a really good swing.
What did you think of Stanton's nightly blast tonight?
And it's good. He's getting used to it now. He's get one a day for sure, and then we hope for another one.
With him, obviously the health is key, but what has he done to avoid the prolonged slumps, kind of like we saw last year, for example, when he was healthy?
I think he's taking his walks more. That's one of the things that I think he's doing an effort to get strikes. He's still going to have some swing and miss in his game and make some outs, but I think he's did a better job in general of making the guy throw strikes and taking what he's given for the most part.
We talked about it last night too, but tonight he set a new career best for home runs. Do you get the sense that means much or anything to him?
I don't know. Big question for him. I'm not sure it does. I know I don't even know what the team mark is. It's not that far away either.
42.
But I think that's one of those things for him. I think it's hard to, you don't want to put artificial numbers on it, like you're chasing that number. I think it's really for him just to stay healthy. And he's been on the field all year. And I think like I said last night, I think he's going to hit 40 or 50 every year if he stays on the field.
He's obviously done great against the Nationals over his career, even though obviously the pitchers change. As a former top hitter yourself, how do you explain how a batter has such a groove against a team, even if things change over the years?
I honestly think it's probably more like everybody. And you just think it's you. It's the Mets. When he's going good, he's doing it against them. If you looked at everyone, there's going to be a year here or a year there, the team gets him out. But in general, guys that hit 40 to 50 they're getting them against everyone, and you just think, man, he hits hard. He hits really good against us over the years, and those guys just always hit him.
Is that taking his walks? He's moved into the 2 holes? Is that something that you talked to him about when you moved him there, or is that just something that he's kind of organically? No,
I think the 2 holes been good because him and D have been. I look at it in combination because D gets on and the pitcher has to deal with D, and if he doesn't, then he's going to give up second base, and if possibly give up third. So I think forces the pitcher to have to deal with Big G and also D at the same time. I think the walks are something separate. We didn't talk about walks, but we did talk in spring training about covering areas of the plate that he handles well and making sure he knew exactly what he handled well. And he's gotten more.